Welcome. This is a timeless reading for Sagittarius. Today we're going to take a peek at various facets of your life, including relationships, wealth, and health. This is a collective general reading. You know the story, right? But I'm going to ask that you take a moment to ground yourself and connect with collective energies if you want to get the most out of this. That's how a general reading is going to impact you the most. So whichever connection method you want to use that feels right for you, go ahead and do it. If you're not familiar, I've dropped some suggestions in the description box below. You can go ahead and pause the video while you connect or connect while I shuffle, and I'll be right back with your reading. Okay, Sag, welcome back. We will start over here with the Oracle card energy for your reading, the top row of your reading, where you are right now. And we got trickery and protection that came out together. So I took them both because they do seem very related. I have been reading from this Oracle book. I don't know if I'm going to read both of these. But let's just take a peek at what the Oracle guide says about trickery and protection. For me, it speaks for itself. Somebody is not doing right by you, but you are protected. So let's just see if we can skim through this a little bit and see what it says about trickery and protection. Crows are known for stealing another bird's stash and then hiding it, covering it up with leaves to throw off its track. Trickery brings to your attention that someone may be trying to deceive you. Okay, that's pretty obvious. When trickery appears, it is a signal to be aware, to be more conscious of the actions of those around you, because someone may be trying to employ a bit of deception to get what they want. If you have a contract to sign, give it a closer look. There may be a clause in there that was not discussed that you may find unfavorable. Trickery takes many shapes and sizes, from the innocent trickery to get someone out of the house so that a birthday party can be prepared, to an employer using their position to get you to work overtime by promising a promotion that will never materialize. This card may also indicate that your situation could benefit from allowing for some innovative and creative thinking. A little deception for the sake of the greater good may be warranted. Okay, so that last sentence is not what we're going for here. I'd say everything up until that last piece is probably energy of this reading. Protection says, crows are fiercely protective of things they cherish. When I created this card, what I wanted to feel at the moment was protected. With everything going on in the world, knowing that there is something greater out there watching over us creates space for peace. Oof, I feel that. It is when we feel at ease that we can create, that we can grow. Hold this card when you need to feel at one with your higher self and divine spirit, as together they offer protection. Use this card as a sign to move forward, knowing that you are protected. Lean into its energy during times of stress or when you're feeling vulnerable. Doing so will allow you to shift your focus away from fear and restriction to feeling confident to take action. Okay. Okay, so we've got trickery and protection. We're going to keep protection on top. And keep that in the top of our minds as we go through this reading here today. So I'm going to start in the area of wealth, career, finances, that bucket here. And we've got the Rest card, the Four of Swords. What I want to know is if you are already aware of this trickery and you're just like, and there's some sort of conflict around it and you're taking a step back. Okay. I'm just feeling nosy about it, actually. Okay, give me some clarification about the Four of Swords, please. Can I have clarification on the Four of Swords. Okay, we definitely have, okay, Six of Stones, meaning, interesting. Six of Stones is kind of walking the right path when it comes to finances and money, being able to be generous or be a, what's the word? An appreciative receiver, right? Like a good recipient. And we've got the Seven of Swords here. So there's your conflict and trickery. It's in the area of finances. Wow. Okay, what I'm getting from these cards together is, so the Six of Stones in this context with the Seven of Swords and the Four of Swords is telling me the trickery is almost like someone is there telling you it's going to be okay. You can just rest. I've got this. I'm taking care of this. Everything is fine. Or like the what's another good example? Like if you, another good example is if you do this thing like an imaginary finish line, right? Like somebody giving you the impression that if you keep going along this path, keep doing this thing, you'll achieve this goal, this financial accomplishment. It could be a promotion. It could be a raise. It could be, in making an investment in something that's promising, the world to you. But that it's like that finish line keeps moving and the you never get the reward. And it's because the promise of there being a reward is the deceptive thing. There never was one. So the Six of Stones here is the illusion of charity, the illusion of a promise, the illusion of a positive outcome. We've got the Knight of Swords here. Yeah, that's a lot of aggressive energy, a lot of conflict. If you just sign this, it'll be okay. Just sign this. Maybe somebody bullying you into doing something you don't want to do, signing a contract, signing an agreement, and maybe you're feeling like there's no way out, and that's your only choice, especially if they're wearing you down. Oh. I just had a reading, it may have been Aries or Leo. It was a fire sign. And it was like somebody was wearing them down so hard. Something was wearing them down so hard that they had this like very scarcity mindset. And just that place of so much fear and overwhelm. You'll agree to anything, even if it's not in your best interest, just to make it stop. That's the energy I'm getting from this. I don't know if it has to do with finances in some way. I don't know if it has to do with a job, an investment, like, sorry about that chair squeak. It could be a lot of things. Okay. We've got intuition, your need to lean on your intuition here in kind of your relationships. Can I get clarification on the High Priestess, please? This may be someone that you're romantically involved with, or somebody that you have a strong emotional tie to that you need to really listen to your intuition. Sometimes we ignore our intuition when it's around somebody that we have strong feelings for. We want to give them the benefit of the doubt. I'm not saying go at your partner thinking that they're causing, like, hiding money from you. I'm not saying that, okay? Like, you know your situation. If this has not ever been evident to you, this is not, don't say, tarot reading told me that you're lying and you're hiding money from me. Like, what's up? That is not what we're saying. But it is saying, like, you'll know because this will resonate with you. Like, as soon as I said this, for whoever this resonates with, you already knew what it was. That's what resonate. That's why it resonates, right? That's what it means. It doesn't mean, like, you know, pick apart your memories and try to find a scenario in your life that fits this. Is there a scenario in your life that fits this? And if yes, then you can claim it. If not, this is somebody else's reading, okay? And it's also saying for the energies that are here, there's a strong need to focus on your intuition. Somebody is very focused on themselves right now. I don't know if it's you or somebody you're involved with in some way, but a lot of focus on self. The pleasures in life, focused on treating themselves with the many pleasures in life. Like maybe a little bit too focused on anything that makes them feel good. It may be you. And use your intuition around that. Are you covering something up by using something that makes you feel good in the short term so that you don't have to look at something in the long term? Or is that person in your life doing that? Yeah, this is saying that whoever is kind of self-focused, whoever is focused on making themselves feel good with the like short-term, immediate like dopamine hits, is feeling very impoverished, like emotionally impoverished. They don't feel like they are loved, or they're feeling, it could be you, it could be an energy around you. I'm feeling like there's not enough reciprocity in relationships. Just feeling very lacking in that area and filling that void with, like I said, dopamine hits. It could be any number of things in this world that we use. You know, examples of that would be like overeating or overspending. So here the recommendation, the advice is spending time alone in thought, meditation. The same card here, Four of Swords. Resting on this. I'm not sure if these are connected or not. This is just kind of relationships and emotions, and this is finances. I don't see any trickery or need for protection here other than, you know, the need from protection, knowing that you are protected and loved. Whoever is having this difficulty, to help them overcome that. If you're in a relationship and you're with somebody who's in this season, it can be difficult to know how to support them. And if it's you, the advice here is knowing that you're protected and to spend some time like in meditation or alone in thought, really connecting with yourself, with your spiritual side, the high priestess, with your intuition. Yeah. For many of you, this is you. Moving on here to the action to be taken. We've got the 10 of Cups in reverse. Not a bad card here in the context of what's going on. And I'm going to tell you why. Because a lot of what's going on here is minor arcana, fast-moving energies. They're not going to stick around very long. Temporary actions, temporary situations, right? 10 of Cups, obviously, it's, if you know tarot, which I'm sure I'm a small channel, I am, and thank you for watching, by the way. You don't have to be here, so I very much appreciate it. But we know that 10 of Cups is kind of this ultimate card in tarot. But it's also the ending of a cycle. Like, you've achieved this place, you've risen to this perfect success, that 10 of Cups. And at some point, that cycle starts over and you move on to your next leg of the journey and then strive for 10 of Cups again, right? And this is saying the action isn't striving for perfect success. There's no striving towards a perfection in this situation. I think that what that means is this is more of the mind and the spirit than it is of money, things, material things, finding a perfect romantic partner, finding a perfect job, having perfect finances, having perfect things. It's less worldly. Your actions are less worldly in nature in this reading. Can I get clarification on 10 of Cups in reverse? And by the way, when I say this particular reading, 10 of Cups in reverse is saying your actions in this world are more, your actions in this reading are more focused on, you know, spirit, the mind, and things like that. It's not saying, oh, there's no 10 of Cups for you, or there's no financial success for you, there's no great romantic relationship for you. None of that. It's that the energy here isn't focused on those things. So it's not talking about those things. It's focused on the matter at hand, which seems to have a lot to do with your awareness, your intuition, your mental well-being, your ability to adapt and be flexible, to have line of sight, to recognize that you're protected and loved on this earth and by spirit. Yeah, 9 of Cups, the opposite almost. Wish fulfillment, 4 of Wands, ultimate commitment card. Yeah, so it may seem like opposing messages in the same area of the reading, right? We have 10 of Cups reversed, 9 of Cups, and 4 of Wands clarifying. That's saying exactly what the initial impression or energy I got from this 10 of Cups reverse in this position. And the action is you're not striving for 10 of Cups perfect success in this life in a materialistic sense right now. What you need is you need to approach this in a step-by-step fashion toward your wish fulfillment, making a commitment to yourself, making a commitment to untangle these webs. Because I do think for a lot of you, this is a feeling out of a lack, and healing that lack is the action that's being taken, making commitment to yourself. And sometimes that commitment to yourself is as simple as committing to an exercise regimen and a diet regimen. Sometimes committing to yourself is something majorly significant. Committing to go finding a therapist that fits your need. Committing to applying for new jobs to get away from this shit show over here, if that happens to be your scenario. There's all sorts of ways you can commit to yourself. And it doesn't mean that you're in this 9 of Cups wish fulfillment mindset when you're committing to yourself. It's the committing to yourself. This is often a marriage card. This is not about marriage here. This is marrying yourself in a sense, like committing to yourself in the fullest sense possible. When you commit to yourself, you're committing to yourself in the good times and in the bad. You're committing to yourself, if this is your energy, in a bad time. You're making choices, logical choices to move you forward to your wish fulfillment. Your wish fulfillment doesn't come first. That positive emotion, positive energy, like, yay, this is wonderful. It doesn't start there, but it ends there, right? So it's like taking that first step and making the choice, choosing. We don't have any twos here yet, but to commit to moving in a direction that helps you heal here, fulfill this empty cup. It could be actually taking action to reach out and, I don't know, go on a dating app, try going on dates, that sort of thing. I think for many of you, this is around the area of work. My goodness, we have got so much positivity here in this action section. Every card that's popping out is like a fantastic card. Let's not mind the fact that we have the world down here directly beneath it, okay? So you've got some trickery. Somebody's messing with you, okay? So maybe this is your wake-up call to start recognizing that this is just somebody's narcissistic manipulation to get you to do something that they need you to do with no intention of following through and making it right by you. So wake up to that. If you're feeling this way, you know you're feeling this way. If you have someone in your life that's feeling that way, you know that they're feeling that way. The action to be taken is make a commitment to work on solving these problems. Make a commitment to be like, hey, I'm eyes wide open. I'm awake now. I see what's going on here. That's not going to happen. I'm either not going to do this anymore, not going to sign this thing, not going to A, B, C, D, or E, but I am going to do this instead, right? Take control for yourself. That's committing to yourself. Finding solutions that work for you and whatever your situation is, to help heal this emotional lack that's here. It could be any number of things. That's committing to yourself. It's heading to our wish fulfillment. 8 of Stones is like the pentacle version of finding what makes your soul sing. It's kind of the pentacle version of a wish fulfillment, right? I mean, it's just before the 9 of Pentacles. It is the finding your flow, finding the thing that really makes your heart sing. For many of you, this could be a job change. And that job change is fulfilling for you, and it helps in that emotional healing. It gets you out of this trickery. For some of you, it could be putting your time and energy into something that's your true passion and not putting your energy here because they don't deserve it, It doesn't mean you're leaving this job. Maybe you're just not putting in the extra hours, or you're kind of quiet quitting. But you're putting your time and energy over here. There's a lot of positive action here, a lot of positivity. Valor is what they call this card. I like this deck, this Heaven and Earth tarot deck. They use words that are very different than what I would use. And I don't normally like words on cards, on tarot cards in particular, but I don't know, there's something about it. It gives me a different perspective, which I enjoy. And this is your 7 of Wands in reverse here, in the area of kind of your well-being. And that well-being card in reverse is saying it's time to stop fighting this fight. And these are the fights that you're fighting. It's time to stop fighting that fight. And it's time to flow like water in this direction towards what draws you in. Okay, we've got Druid of Swords, like King of Swords, and the Star clarifying this. There's the inspiration I was talking about, and the sharp-minded logic. That's your mental state. Very inspired, very clear on what you want and going after it. You're very, very capable of this. You have a skill that you're applying in this action region. I don't know what's inspired you. Like I said, maybe a meditative thought or whatever. It could be just coming to some awareness and then being very inspired to take action for yourself. Just this aha moment. I love that for you. What your spirit needs, I love this, is this Three of Wands. I mean, it needs you to move on, take a journey, take the next step in this path. Chariot here clarifying, it wants you to do it quickly. It wants you to take action on bringing better balance into your life. Almost like you've been people-pleasing and sacrificing yourself. That's what's draining this emotional energy. Just really giving too much and not giving enough to yourself. Not giving enough to yourself. Allowing other people to be selfish, not allowing yourself. And your spirit needs you to move, to journey. It could be asking you to move on to a new job, if that's your circumstance. It could be asking you to move on from this situation emotionally, finding a way to detach and to focus on yourself, because there's a whole lot of wonderful positive energy around you, who you are. This draining energy here is the result of your sacrifices. That's why you're feeling this. And it's showing this trickery and protection. Like, that's not really who you are. That's not your true emotion. Like, you're not just, I'm not getting that you're like a person who's very like Eeyore by nature. It's coming out of you. Like, that would be a normal response to feel like you're drained because the situation is draining. Druidic of Cups is the next clarification card. Needs you to step into your power. That's the most powerful Cups energy. I know King of Cups is technically the most powerful Cups energy, but let's be honest, that feminine connection, that nurturing, hold space for other people, incredibly connected emotionally, intuitively, spiritually. That's one of the most powerful cards in the cups right there. And that's the truth, is what Spirit is saying. We've got the Ace of Swords confirming, yep, that's the truth. Okay, so I didn't talk yet about this card, this Dragon Power card energy here for this part of the reading. Kind of what your higher self wants you to know, what Spirit wants you to know, and that we've already talked about here, and the advice that's coming out of this reading. And this is about stepping into your own power, which is what the action we're taking and the mindset that you're stepping into here. Okay, the final advice cards that we have here for you. We have the King of Wands in reverse, to the World, to the Sun in reverse. I keep having my dog's hairs popping up on this. It's because I have a space heater over here and it's blowing all of his golden retriever hairs on me. Okay. King of Wands reversed to the world, to the sun in reverse. Good. Good advice. Okay. King of Wands in reverse is an energy of, again, aggressive energy. A lot of powerful, passionate, like King of Wands in its negative form. Sun in reverse is kind of a blockage in that joy, happiness, wish fulfillment, love. Same thing here with this 10 of Cups reverse. Those energies are not here to tell you, oh, your advice is to stay stuck here, or your advice is, or we're telling you this is what your ultimate outcome is. No, these are on either side of the world. She's holding both of these powerful, they look like lightsabers here, but there are these powerful glowing wands, like the balance, like she's holding on to this sun energy in reverse in one hand and holding on to the King of Wands energy in reverse in the other hand, and just like crushing this energy. It's really about new love, Ace of Cups. It's about focusing on the newness, the love, the action that you're bringing into your life to bring this to a complete cycle, a new beginning coming to a completion. We're at start to finish right here, ace to world. Okay. So bringing that new love into your life, taking these actions, focused here on the inspiration, the clarity of mind, the flow, the wish fulfillment. Focus on bringing that new love into your life. It's like crushing and conquering this sandwich, which is here, this emotional burden, this financial situation. Taking these situations and crushing them. It's not falling to somebody else's will. It's not becoming somebody else's prey. It's picking your head up, having that awareness and saying, you know what? I am in control of my life. This is my life, not yours. This is my one and only life. This is my destiny. I am taking my power back. I'm taking my power back, and you're not going to drain me. I'm not going to keep putting my focus here. I'm not going to put my focus here either. Okay? I'm not letting these energies drag me down. That's the advice that's coming from this reading. Okay, Sagittarius, I hope this reading resonated with you. If you'd like to claim it, I'd appreciate a comment. Until next time.